Welcome back to Adventure and Pete. It's glad to see you made it back here with us. You may be wondering why I'm underneath the back of my truck with a zip tie. My wife may not wonder, but I'll tell you why. What we're doing here is we're going to check the rear differential fluid. Sometimes from the factory they tend to be shipped low. It seems to be a common problem with these 2024 models. So we're going to check ours just to make sure it's good to go. So we have a zip tie to show the depth. I'll show you how that works. We pull the drain plug off. We're going to take the zip tie and dip it. We're going to measure it with our fingers pinched right there at the fill hole, and then wherever it comes on the stick, however far down, is how we measure how far down it is. That way we're not trying to stick our finger through the hole and just kind of guessing, because sometimes you can touch it on the wall and it doesn't matter. So if you take the zip tie, that is an accurate measurement. We can hold it up there and see how far up or down it is from the fill plug hole. Then we also need a 3/8 inch ratchet. I use an extension to get on there so it's easier to get to, but any ratchet will work. So here we go. Spread it on out just like that. Try to catch it in case any comes out. Okay, none has come out. So we're going to check the fill plug. The bottom of the fill plug is clean. No major material debris on there because that is a magnet. So if there's anything bad, it will catch it. So now it's a pretty deep threaded hole. So we're going to take our zip tie, and I'm actually going to bend it just like that. So we're going to bend a 90-degree in it. Hopefully it will stay. That way we can reach it in there, dip it, and then pull it back out and check where the level is. So reaching in there, dip, and coming back out. We are right about there. So we are about an inch down. And I'm going to do that again just to verify the results, to make sure it was not done wrong. So going in, dip, 1, 2, and then pull it out. So yeah, we are still about an inch low. So per spec we are allowed a 1/2 inch to the fill plug hole. So the fact that it is down an inch, we are down yay about here. So that's very minimal for what's allowed in here. It does work, but that is not allowed. So it's probably going to take another quart of oil to bring it back up to the fill plug where it starts to spill out. That is a full operation. So we're going to go get some Amsoil for it and top it off. So now that we know the diff fluid is low, I've got our Amsoil right here. This is a nice easy pack. So it's actually a flexible package, kind of like a bag. You have your fill spout in there, you can put it in there, and then if you got tires in the way, things like that, you can crush it up and bend it whichever way you need to fill it in the weird tight cavities. And being a bag like this, that's squishy. You can get all the fluid out. Like when you try to use those bottles, you squeeze and squeeze and squeeze no matter what. You seem like you always have left over. Not with these. So Amsoil, this is severe gear, so it's 75W90. That is rated for these differentials, and this does have the additive for a limited slip. So it'll take care of everything you need it to. We're just going to top off what we have in here, and then in a couple months or so, when we've done a couple towing to really break in the gear set, we'll change the fluid anyway, so we're not mixing too much of the two different types, and we'll get all the material out of there, because sometimes you have a little bit of break-in that goes on with the rear differential. So we'll get all that debris and things like that out, just like we do with the oil change, and go from there. So take the cap off, kind of squeeze until it starts coming out. That's all there is to it. As you can see, this bag crushes up real nice and easy. So it makes it so I can get all the fluid out of it without really a whole lot of effort. So now that we got all there, it did not spill out from the top, and that's okay, because that doesn't mean it doesn't need to be overfull. We only need to be a ½ inch in from the top. So we're going to take our little dipstick again and measure what our height is. So put it in there, dip, back and around, and it appears we're just below the fill hole. So that is actually pretty full, and I don't need to add more till it spills out because it went up an inch in height just from that 1 quart. Double check it again. Yeah, we are just below the actual threads. So I'm going to call that good. So all you do once you do that, take your fill plug and make sure it's clean. I don't want any dirt and debris on the threads and the surface. Like that. So nice and clean. It's nice because I got a rubber gasket on there now instead of the old threads that seem to always leak over time. You always have that dribble down the differential cover, so having a gasket is kind of nice. Thread it back on there just like that. Tighten it up there, right there in place, just like that. So that is how you check and just top off your differential if you ever need to. So if you have a 2024, it may be worth checking into that, just because it's been a common problem that people have noticed that they are low. So you can do that yourself. This is the 11.5-inch rear end on the gasoline chassis. So I'm pretty sure it's common with the same diesels and things like that, because they do run the same exact differential. So if you like what you see here, make sure you like the video, comment, tell us what you think, tell us what else you want to hear about. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. We got a lot of great content on this channel and a lot more great content coming. So remember, have a great adventure.